guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a full face of makeup that I completely forgot about. I just woke up a little bit ago, so I sound kind of congested. And I also just got my hair done the other day. I don't even think you guys can really tell. The lighting kind of shows up dark here, but in the sunlight, it looks a lot more blonde, unlike my roots. You guys actually probably cannot tell whatsoever. That's kind of unfortunate. But we have a super fun video to film today. I'm just going to be doing my full face full of makeup products that I just completely forgot about. Honestly, some of these products are more newer, some of them are older, but I have a set makeup routine that I kind of stick to. I do switch between products a lot, but I have my set products that I switch between, and I have some other products that I just completely forgot I have sitting here in my makeup drawer. So I thought we would go ahead and just use all of these products, see if I still enjoy them. Let's put on the headband and we will get started. Okay, so the face is kind of prepped and the first step is primer. There aren't really a lot of primers that I forgot about. I only recently just started using primer like a year and a half ago, and the other primers I had, I threw away. I should have not done that because I honestly should have predicted in the future that I was going to be doing this video. No, I'm just kidding. Probably not, but like, I don't know, I should have just kept all of my makeup products, but the one primer that I did have that I forgot about that I actually threw away recently is the Maybelline Master Prime, and that was one of the first ever primers I actually bought. But the primer that reminds me a lot of the Maybelline Master Prime is the Sephora Smooth and Blur, and back then blurring primers were literally like the it primer. Everyone used a blurring primer. It wasn't so much as like hydrating and tacky primers. Everyone was just going for the blurred effect. So in place of that, I'm just going to be using the Sephora blurring primer, and they kind of just do exactly the same thing. But now that the skin is all primed, we're going to go in with concealer. I have a couple of concealers I'm going to be using for this video, but the first one, the Too Faced Peach Pot Concealer. Oh my god, I always forget about this. They discontinued the peach line from Too Faced, but mine still smells really good even though I've had this for a few years. Keep in mind, most of these things are probably expired, but I'm gonna be washing this off straight after, so hopefully it doesn't damage my skin too much. And luckily, I'm doing this video because I do have a couple of blemishes, nothing too crazy obviously, but just a couple of acne scars and things like that that I've been picking at. So let's go ahead and try this out. I've not used this literally since I bought this in like 2017, so it's probably not even my shade. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pot conceal all of these little acne marks and scarring and things. Okay, I kind of went a little overboard, but the shade match isn't awful. It does look a little gray. I never used this to pot conceal. I always used it for under my eyes, and that was from so long ago, so I honestly just forgot everything about this concealer. When I see people pot conceal, they always don't blend it in. They use foundation to go over it, and it adds like an extra layer of coverage. And for the foundation we're going to be using is the Milk Flex Foundation. Don't even know if they still have this. I mean, they might, but I just haven't seen this in so long. And oh my god, you see that? Like all of my pores are just like kind of there. I guess that primer didn't really work that well, but I'm just gonna go ahead and just draw this over my face. I don't even think I really used this when I bought this anyways, but we're gonna see how this goes. I did use a matte primer for this, so I'm really curious to see how this would work if I used a hydrating primer, because I don't use matte primers really. I don't know, my skin is already dry and a matte makeup look just dries my skin out like crazy. But I'm gonna go ahead and take my damp beauty blender from Real Techniques. Oh my god! I wish you guys could see how smooth my skin looks right now. If I'm doing a matte base, this is exactly the makeup products I'm gonna be using. Like, you can see my skin just looks so mattified and blurred. I'm really enjoying this so far. You can just see how dry and crusty my lips look right now, so let's try and find a lip balm that I forgot about. Guys, do you guys remember when this went so viral? Okay, we're using this. I actually don't think I've touched this lip product since it went viral. Everyone used to love it because it had a little flower inside, and I think this was pH balance, if I'm correct. Yeah. Okay, I hate that. Yes, okay, it was pH balance, and I think that's why I stopped using this. because if you guys don't know, I do not like the way pH balance things look on me. Next up is concealer. So I forget about this concealer all the time. It is the Glossier Stretch Concealer, and I used to use this religiously. I think I used this a lot in like 2018, if I'm correct. And I do remember this made my under eyes crease so much. And I don't know how it's gonna mix with all of the matte products that we have, because Glossier is a very like glowy makeup brand. And honestly, I feel like Glossier did kind of start the whole glowy makeup trend. And the shade match is just pretty much identical to my skin. I didn't really get any brightening concealers or anything back then. It was always just like the one color. Okay, but another thing that I forgot about that is also a Glossier product is the cloud paints. Like, I forget about these all the time. Like, I see them in Sephora, so I don't technically always forget, but I forget that I have these and I can just reach for these whenever I want. I have a few shades because I was obsessed. I have Puff, which was one of the most iconic shades. I have Eve, and then I also have Haze. And what I used to do, I used to find this so much fun. I always used to mix them together. And I'm pretty sure I used to mix these two together. So I think to bring back the old times, we're gonna go ahead and do that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add a little bit of Puff on the back of my hand. And then I'm gonna go in with Haze and add just a little bit of that. And it would create like this deeper pink kind of shade. And let's see if I still enjoy these blushes. I don't know how this is gonna look with the matte, honestly. Oh, maybe I should have thought this through. I do remember reaching for these a lot, but my makeup opinions back then versus now are like completely different. And back then I couldn't really tell what was a good makeup product and what wasn't. And I've actually seen one review recently from the cloud paints saying that they're patchy and they make your makeup kind of separate. And yeah, okay, just a little bit. And don't worry, I'm gonna go back in with concealer right after this just to kind of get rid of those like harsh lines and stuff. A little bit right here, just to get rid of those like super harsh, annoying lines, you know? It's honestly not looking awful, you guys. I was kind of planning on this not looking that good, because recently, I don't know what it is, I've not had the best luck with my full face videos. I don't know, I feel like there's always like one or two products that just aren't working and kind of mess up the whole face. Okay, so next up, we're gonna move on to bronzer. And I feel like so many people forgot about this bronzer. It is the Physicians Formula bronzer. I actually do really like this bronzer. It is very pigmented though, and it can look a little bit patchy at times. But once you blend it out, this was honestly one of the first decent bronzers I've ever tried out. And it always smelled so good, but you have to be really careful about the way you blend this out. Like, the pigment is there, but sometimes it can look kind of patchy. So you kind of just have to work with it a little bit. Guys, I'm actually really enjoying this look so far. Yeah, the Physicians Formula is good. It's just very easy to be like not careful with it and have it be a little bit splotchy on the sides. Okay, so next up, I'm gonna go ahead and set my under eyes with a powder. The Smashbox powder. This is the Halo Hydrating Perfecting Powder. And this is always so cool because, let me actually bring my camera down so you guys can see. You like twist it, I don't know if you guys can see, and it's like a pressed powder, but you twist it. Then it turns into a loose powder, which I think is so cool. This was like revolutionary to me back then. And I remember going into Sephora and I was asking the guy in there, is this my shade? He's like, what do you think? And I'm like, I don't know. He's like, well, I feel like you can answer that question. And I'm like, wow, okay. Like, totally just shut me down. But this is not my shade. It wasn't my shade back then, and it's definitely not my shade now. Maybe we should use a powder puff. Look at that. That's awful. That's literally awful. And that just kind of ruined the whole makeup look. Oh my god, I like almost don't want to do the other eye, but we have to. And already you can see a little bit of creasing from the concealer, which I kind of thought was gonna happen. But this powder, I forget about it, but for a good reason. It's not my shade and it just doesn't look good. I'm just gonna try and brush underneath my eyes to fix it, but we don't have any brightening going on right now. Like, this is kind of bad. I didn't know the shade match was gonna be that bad, not gonna lie. Like, oh my god, it just totally messed up my under eye right there. Oh my god. But next up, we're gonna move in with powder blush because the Glossier Cloud Paint did not stay on, but I'm gonna be using Benefit Dandelion. Oh my god, I forget about this. It is the most like invisible pink blush there was, but for some reason I still loved it. The pigment is just not there, and it's a very like washed out kind of pink shade. You know, once you build it up, it's not awful. I remember it being a lot more washed out looking, but it doesn't look awful. It's just a very, very matte base we got going on and like very like liquidy looking under eyes. That's a really funny way to say that. We're gonna go in with highlighter, and the highlighter I'm using is the ColourPop Light Stick. I feel like they discontinued this a while ago, but I did still see it, and it's almost like liquid, but it's not because it goes on your face very matte. This highlighter is so good, but I just forget I have it. And then once you blend it out, it just goes so well onto your skin. Maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe not with this look, but I mean, it adds a really nice sheen to your skin. And these are products that I've forgotten about. Like, you guys probably remember them, but me, I just, like I said in the beginning, I stick to certain products that I really love, and I tend to forget about other makeup products I have. This one is kind of 50-50 still. I feel like this would be really cute on like a more hydrating base. Next up, we are gonna go in with the Glossier Boy Brow. This, oh my god, was my tried and true. I forget about this all the time. This has probably been like my 6th time repurchasing this. Probably like 4th, but like, you can see it's all like destroyed and ugly. Oh, okay, I loved this back in the time when my eyebrows were like super dark. I'm just gonna go really light because I don't want to bring back 2017 me. I mean, it's pretty good. It's just probably not my shade. I could have definitely gone like a couple shades lighter, if anything. It's cute. It actually shapes my brows so nice, and I do really appreciate it for that reason. So I actually brushed them out and it looks so much better, but I just spent like a good few minutes just kind of fixing this up a little bit because I just don't like the dark brow look. It brings me back so much PTSD from high school when no one told me that my brows were like dark blocks. The Naked 3 palette. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do a very, very light eyeshadow look before we finish up. But I also have not used this in so long. I think I got this for Christmas one year and I was just over the moon. I was so happy about it. See, this is exactly why I do not do eyeshadow. I'm not good at it. This eye looks okay. It's just, it's always my right side that looks really bad. I don't know. It's because I'm left-handed. Fun fact, if you guys did not know that, I actually write with my left hand. And this is still a very beautiful eyeshadow palette either way. But I'm just gonna go in with a shimmer shade, put it in the corner. It honestly kind of looks like I have a black eye, to be honest. You know, mascara's gonna fix it up. I'm done. I'm done playing with it. I am not good at eyeshadow, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. Like, what? What am I even trying to do here? And a mascara that I forgot about is the YSL Lash Clan mascara. I actually just got reminded of it the other day when I was in Sephora in Beverly Hills. And I actually used to use this mascara quite a lot. And I do remember liking it, but it's probably like expired by now, same with everything, and it's very volumizing. Yeah, okay, it's cute. It's probably a little bit clumpy now since I haven't reached for it in quite a while. And oh my god, you guys, biggest pet peeve right here, I lost an eyelash right here, so I probably lost like 3 eyelashes. But see, that's pretty. That's really pretty. See, this makeup routine is going half good, half bad. The highlighter definitely needs a little extra work. So do the under eyes, but the rest of the face doesn't look that bad. It kind of makes your lashes fall, and I did forget about that. Like, it's good. If your lashes naturally stay up, then I feel like you wouldn't have an issue with this. But for the girlies whose lashes fall like right after you curl them, this I don't think will be the best for you. It made my lashes fall so bad. And the concealer just, it doesn't look good. That is a full face of makeup I forgot about. And some of this stuff I forgot about it for a good reason. Other stuff I'm actually quite impressed with, and I'm gonna unforget it and probably use it a lot more. Let's go ahead. Oh! We're not done. We're not done. We are not done. The Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Why does it spray like that? I don't remember this lasting me like all night or all day, but while we're letting the rest of it kind of set into my face, we still need to do lips, you guys. The Too Faced Lip Injection Lip Plumper. I also forget about the Glossier one as well, so this is also a really good option. Let's do both, actually. Let's be crazy. Like, it makes your lips look like glass, almost. Ooh, I do like that. But for funsies, let's go in with the Too Faced Lip Injection. I love a nice glossy lip like this. But yeah, this is the finished full face. We've had better, 100%, but we have also had worse. I actually don't hate it. I'm definitely not gonna be like rocking this on my everyday, but it's not the worst we've ever seen on this channel, so I'll give it plus points for that. But anyways, you guys, I really hope that you all enjoyed this video. I had so much fun filming this. Let me know any other kind of makeup videos you guys want to see from me. Also, any other videos in general. But makeup videos like this are so much fun. Like, just doing something a little more different. I have seen a couple other people do this challenge as well, and I was like, you know, that seems fun. I kind of want to try it out, and I'm really glad that I did. But yeah, this sums up this video. Hope that you guys enjoyed, and I hope that you all have an amazing rest of your day. I love you all so, so much, and I hope to see you guys all in my next video. Bye!